All right, welcome back, everyone. It has been a while since we recorded. A lot has happened in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to start it off with a story that happened a long time ago at Chick-fil-A. This guy came up and he ordered, and he was like, hey, can you write... I wasn't taking the order. I just heard this from one of my coworkers. He was like, hey, can you write this Bible verse on my cup? It's mine and my wife's like wedding anniversary. I think it was wife. I don't know. His partner.
Cringe.
It was their anniversary. Like, yeah, okay. So they write it. Then I was like, what verse was it? And they're like, it was Deuteronomy 6:15. So I looked it up, and this is the verse. Lest the anger of the Lord your God be aroused against you and destroy you from the face of the earth. And I was like,
How romantic.
He either told you the wrong verse or you wrote the wrong one, whatever. He's like, no, I know I wrote the one he asked.
That is
So I was
so
like, all right,
funny.
interesting relationship.
I wonder if he did that on purpose, just so people would look it up later and be like,
Yeah,
"What
yeah.
the heck?"
Well, then, so he was, how shall I say, not completely right in the head. He had,
Oh yeah,
whatever. But then, we're all talking about it, and then I think we were just kind of walking around, and it was like, yeah, his cup says 6:15. It's definitely what it says.
yeah.
And then he comes up to me. I was like, yeah, what can I do? And he's like, I told the wrong verse. Can you? It's supposed to be 6:5. Can you cross out the 1? And if you've ever tried to cross out a 1,
Yeah.
you pretty much just make it look more like a 1 because you scribble a line and it just makes it
just
more visible.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, do you want a new cup? And I can't remember if we gave him a new cup or whatever.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty funny.
6:5 is you shall love your God, the Lord your God, with all your heart, your soul, and all your strength. Makes a little more sense.
Better.
But we were
That was
dying
so
because
funny.
I was like, this is coming up on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is hilarious.
Oh
So-
gosh, that is so funny.
When he told you the verse, did you look it up immediately?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
With him standing right
No,
there?
no, no.
Oh, okay.
This was, they had finished the order or whatever. It was probably within 5 minutes later. It slowed down.
That's
and I
pretty
looked it up
funny.
and I'm like, there's no way.
He
There's no
probably
way.
went up to his wife and was like, "Here's the here's the cup or whatever."
She's like,
And
Babe,
like,
that's the wrong
the-"
verse.
That's completely wrong.
Yeah, that's
was-
really funny. Actually,
It was hilarious. It's like, this is like it was scripted.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing
Actually, it was scripted because it was from scripture.
Oh my gosh. Bars.
Wow.
Bars.
Cringe.
that. That's really funny.
There you go.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
Very cool.
But anyways.
Let's see. All right. Okay. Well,
No, well, I was just gonna say, are we still calling ourselves breakfast balls?
For now.
Okay.
We were...
Yeah.
I think it was before you came, Julian. I was like, I was thinking about it a little more. We
Okay.
haven't
Yeah.
thought of anything else, but...
Yeah, I was thinking of one. I was like, Table Talk would be good, but then I looked it up and I was like,
So
that's
popular.
Yeah, that's way too good of a name to
Yeah.
to not be taken.
That's true.
But
Yep.
yeah,
Thank
so, but we'll figure something out soon.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was just curious.
yeah, just because it's not crude. Like the name isn't crude, but telling it to people who don't play golf,
And have no idea what that term is.
yeah, it's just
They're
like
what?
They
Yeah,
hear the
it
word-
just-
It's
they
like,
hear the
it's not
word-
what you
no,
think.
they're the crude ones because they hear balls and they're the ones that are like, whoa.
that's
Yeah,
just
Dominique.
society today. Okay, you
Yeah.
can't hear balls without it being a little crude.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can. I do it all the time.
Oh,
Anyways, a lot has happened. Juliana and I both had birthdays. You guys played in Hoopfest.
Mm-hmm.
I
4th
made a
of
trip
July.
to Seattle. The patriotic Independence Day happened.
I went to Montana.
He went to Montana.
And the other Independence Day happened.
Which one?
Juneteenth.
Oh my gosh.
It's the other one.
You're right. We haven't talked about that, and
It's
I've
a
always
feder-
wanted to.
It's a federal holiday.
We're so racist for not talking about that.
I started a new job.
10th one.
Now it's
I
pretty much just one, though.
did not start a new job,
Mm-mm.
so
Yeah.
but I started a current job.
Okay.
So,
Nice. Nice. Good
yeah,
for you.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty cool.
So what should we start with? What happened first? Hoopfest?
We can talk about Hoopfest.
Yeah.
Hoopfest was the big
You guys, I think, had your best year ever.
Yeah, it was the best we've ever done.
Came in second in your bracket.
Yeah, for people who don't know what Hoopfest is, I don't know if we already explained it on the last one,
I'm just playing it again.
but it's just a 3v3 basketball tournament.
Largest one in the world.
Yeah,
Mhm.
largest one in the world in Spokane, Washington, which is where we are from. And Yeah, and it's just like a lot of fun. They shut down a lot of streets downtown. Like basically all of downtown is shut down for a weekend. Like all the streets are, but all the businesses are open, so like it brings in a ton of like revenue and stuff.
I want to say it brings in like 40, somewhere in the 40 million range.
I'll look it up right now.
Just for all the businesses, like hotels and
hotels.
People come
restaurants
from all over.
Oh yeah,
it's
dude,
crazy.
It's wild.
And like Isaiah Thomas was in town for it. My buddy said he saw him.
What?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, I saw Isaiah Thomas over there.
I'm surprised I didn't see anything
of
him being there last year. Last year they had the really popular like trainer that like trains a lot of NBA players for like shooting. On Instagram he's known as Lethal Shooter.
Oh yeah.
He was there last year. A couple years ago Kevin Durant was there. Gonzaga players are always there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of D1 like players that play in the elite division and stuff.
Or usually former D1 players.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I meant. Yeah.
But yeah, usually there's like the dunk contest, the half court shot, which Sam made it pretty far.
He almost
won a new car.
Yeah, a new like
RAV4.
Yeah, Toyota RAV4, like 2023 or something like that, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we finished second place. I think what proved to us is like, oh, we can win this.
Yeah, like it's possible.
It's possible
because we didn't grow up playing basketball like on a high school team or anything like that. Like we played different sports and stuff, and so like basketball was just something we picked up just for being athletic. Like we just went and played basketball and stuff. So it's like, oh, we can compete with people who've played basketball all their lives and stuff like that. So, and
this year in particular, I think part of it was matchups, but I think I was thinking about this on the ride over here. I was like, we really could have beat. I mean, obviously you can always beat any team, but we were matched up against some. We matched up pretty well with all the teams we played against, except one team who they were all taller than us, and we still beat them.
Yeah.
But
trash talkers too.
Yeah.
That one felt really nice to beat them.
that was probably my favorite. I don't know if it was my favorite win because Tristan shot. Yeah. Making that was crazy. Yeah. But But like when we were looking at all the other teams, I was like, we really could have beat any other team because our specialty this year was really defense. And rebounding. Later in the day on Sunday, we weren't getting as many rebounds just because we were so tired.
Yeah, I mean we played 5 games on Sunday, so. That was just tiring as it was, like out in the hot streets and stuff. And actually, our court was pretty good too because we did get some shade.
You had shade all but like 3/4 of your last game.
Yeah, so it was a nice.
It was a nice place. Okay, it was a nice place for shade. But it was a horrible place to play on because you couldn't shoot from one side.
Oh yeah, but the street was curved, so you really if you shot from one side, it had to be like the best shot ever to go in. Like you had to have so much arc on it and stuff and
but really, I think if we were to like assess how we performed, I think Tristan was the MVP on Saturday, and we only played 2 games on Saturday, and then Juliano, you probably the MVP on Sunday. Although Tristan
was pretty good. Tristan was pretty clutch. I think Tristan had the best performance overall and stuff, and we all had our moments.
Yeah.
Like, we all did good and like made shots. I mean, we all missed a ton of shots too, but we still like we made shots when we had to and stuff. And like even Isaiah, who didn't play basketball for 4 months and came into town the Thursday before Hoopfest, and stuff.
I mean, he had some. All our games were close.
Yeah, so exactly, and all the points still mattered. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we all did pretty decently and stuff and whatnot. Tristan had some clutch freaking threes and like he was funny because he always like. Whenever we're messing around before games or whatever, he always like goes behind the 3-point line and throws up a shot. And he's like game winner and like shoots it and then like completely airballs it or like goes way over the hoop and like that was his game winning shot for the championship or like for one of the championship games. Was he just like that same spot goes over, just hucks it up there and he makes it.
I think also you brought up a good point about how each of us. Like we all had our moments, and it's very true because even though like you and Tristan definitely scored the majority of the points in all the games, I think each and every one of us had really good or key defensive moments or key like rebounding, you know. Like, so it really, we all worked pretty well, and we all rotated, like as far as rotated like substitutions.
Oh yeah,
pretty well.
Yeah. Oh,
definitely the most substitutions I've ever done in Hoopfest.
Yeah, for sure. I knew coming into it, I was like, I like get tired pretty easily these days. Yeah. So I was like, I know I'm gonna like be making subs left and right.
So I don't know if that may have helped us.
Oh, I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. Definitely.
Because I noticed other teams, they definitely were not substituting as much as we were.
No, yeah.
And I definitely would say though, like our defense was key to winning everything because we got so many steals and yeah. I mean, I will say like all our games were close within at least 4 points.
Yeah.
Our first game ended 17-14. Second game was 12-8. So we were like, our offense wasn't like really good, but our defense was really good. Yeah. Then the 5 games. So like the very first game on Sunday, we won by 1 point. The time ran out and we scored a 2-pointer with I don't know how many. It had to have been less than a minute left, but we didn't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was crazy because
it's first to 21 or 25 minutes.
20. First to 20.
First to 20. Yeah. Or which is 25 minutes.
A weird rule because you like whenever you play basketball, it's like you never go to 20. If you're gonna go that high, you go to 21. Yeah. Or whatever. And so I guess that is a weird rule. I don't know if that's the same with other tournaments or whatnot, but
and it's not win by 2 because we won a game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was the close shot.
Yeah, where it just got to 20 and we were like, oh, the game's over.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's like a recent change or whatnot, but
no, I think that's always the way it's been. It's always.
I could have sworn it was like a win by 2 type situation.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's always.
Actually, I think it is win by 2 situation if it's tied when clock runs out.
That you might be right on that.
I think that's when it's win by 2. But yeah, so like our first game ended on Sunday with the time running out, and we were up by 1, and we scored with.
It was like what 19-18 or something like that.
It was 18-17, I want to say, or maybe it was 9, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
And then the next game we lost because that was we lost to the eventual champions, and I don't remember what the score of that one was. I want to say we lost by like at least 7 points. Or maybe it was closer. I don't remember. But then the next game after that was against the tall. The team that was taller than all of us.
Taller, trash talking.
I honestly thought we were all tired, and I was like, I think we were at a point where we were content. We didn't know how far we'd make it. And we were just kind of like, dang. And at one point we were losing 16-11. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I just remember being like, we called a timeout, and we just like we're all talking, and we're like, you know what, we're having fun. We're just stay in it and keep playing. And I don't know how we came back. I think we scored immediately.
Yeah.
And then I know that I don't know how much time was left. I want to say it was like 6 minutes. I scored a 2-pointer, and at one point it was, I want to say it was like 18-17 or maybe it was 19-8. It was 19-18 because we were it was 17-18. We were losing. Scored a 2-pointer, and then I don't know how we got the ball back, but then Giuliano scored a spot up shot. Yeah. Mid range, and we won the game.
Yeah, I think it was like a pick and roll or whatever, or they thought I was gonna pass it to Tristan, and they just left me right at the elbow. Yeah. Like mid range, and I was like, oh, easy. And
just shot it, and we won the game. And I honestly, I was more surprised we won that game just because. Well, I guess I can't say more surprised because the next game happened. Yeah. But at the time, I was just like, I don't know how we won that game because they were taller than us. I mean, we did get a lot of steals, and I mean, at one point we were leading by a good amount too, and then they kind of came back. Yeah. And then
go ahead.
Well, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say that game you were down 16-11 and then came back to win. Mm-hmm. That was the second game against them, right?
No. This was the Jersey people. The ones with wearing those jerseys.
Okay, so then the other game, the second game against the 6-1 natives, I think their name was. Yeah. They had beat you the first time, and then it was like they were just having fun. They were screwing around.
That's
because they were just like
they were ISOing like all the time, like doing 1-on-1s and like shooting up crazy shots, and they were just kind of messing around with us, and
it caught up to them.
I think we were too tired to care. Yeah. And we kind of thought that the game was gonna be over, but we kind of kept just making points, and then. I don't know. I honestly don't know how we even got to a point where Tristan just. I was on the court, and what's weird about that whole thing is before I saw the video of when it happened, I totally thought I was in a different part of the court, and then I saw the video. I was like, I was right there.
Yeah.
And I think I was thinking of getting mixed up with Giuliano's game-winning shot versus Tristan's, where I was standing on the court.
Yeah.
Because I watched the video and I see Tristan just throw up the shot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck? And then it doesn't even hit the rim at all. It just goes straight through.
It's a swish. It's just like,
and I was like,
everybody was so shocked.
Yeah. And I was like, oh dang. And then immediately they wanted to play another game. We're like, no.
It was so funny. Like it seemed like they had some place to be or whatever. Because immediately they were like, hey, you guys ready? And I was like, no. I'm tired, yo.
It's for 3:30, so that's when we're gonna play.
Yeah. The game. Yeah, it was like 2:50. I don't know, 50 or something. Yeah, 2 something like that. Mm-hmm. Almost 3:00, and they were ready. And I was like, in my head, I was like, if you guys have places to be, you should have won. Yeah, shouldn't have screwed around,
right?
Yeah.
Well. And the next game after that, I think we were tied for a little bit too. I think it was like 6-6, but then they started making points, and we were just tired.
They kind of ran away with it.
Yeah, they were a good team. I mean, they were all shooters, and they could all use their body pretty well and stuff. And one guy was like taller than us and like a bit thicker, and
he was definitely better than the tall people that we played in the previous game.
Oh yeah, definitely. He knew how to use his body, and he could also shoot. So at that point, it's like you can't give him the opportunity to shoot the ball because he'll make it. Mm-hmm. So you have to play up on him, but then he can like drive by you, and then So he was. I mean, they were good players and stuff and whatnot, and I mean, they definitely deserved to win.
Yeah.
So
I was curious. I kind of wish I would have watched all the games, because I went back and like looked at I looked at our bracket and was like saw who beat who and all that stuff, and I was like, dang, I'm kind of curious how those games played out, because seeing the matchups, at least with the guys who we played against, and then seeing who they played and how how it all played out. But it was fun. I think the other thing too that was maybe comforting in our eyes is once we got to that championship game, we didn't know that we were going to get a shirt, that even just for making it there. Mm-hmm. We were told that, and we're like, oh, that's kind of cool. So now we're just, one shirt says champions, the other one just says.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the thing for winning, like what you get for winning is a shirt and then bragging, right? So, it's not like anything special and stuff.
Like, you still got a shirt.
Yeah, it is very cool, though, to tell people every time, like, oh, how'd you do Hoopfest? Like, oh, we got second place. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, there's not too many people that can say, like,
no kidding. Yep.
Yeah, it gives us hope for next year, too.
Well, and just like with everyone else that we knew playing in Hoopfest, you did the best. Like, there were other guys that lost and were knocked out Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys made it the furthest.
Yeah, and it was fun to have everybody there and watch, especially for Tristan's shot.
Oh, yeah, I know. That was, the crowd was huge.
Do we have like YouTube, or like are we posting?
I'll put so I took a video of that game-winning shot for Tristan. I'll put it in the YouTube right here.
Nice, Tristan.
That was amazing, guys, right?
Wow, Tristan, what a shot, man. Look at that guy go.
I probably went back. I don't know if Tristan, I should have asked Tristan how many times he's rewatched that, because I haven't really seen him since. But I've gone back and watched it a million times.
It wasn't even yours.
And it wasn't even my shot.
Yeah.
But I've gone back just to see everybody else's reaction.
Oh, yeah. Watching a different person every time.
That's literally what I've done. So, that's something I'll...
It was one of the coolest things I've ever captured on video. I'll admit. I've shot a lot of cool weddings and everything, but that was... I hit record and it happened like 15 seconds later. And I was like, this is insane.
Yeah. So Hoopfest, it brings in for Spokane, like for an economic impact, $47 million.
That's insane. In 2 days.
Yeah. So it's pretty crazy. And Hoopfest has like a ton of sponsors and whatnot and stuff. And so it's a pretty cool event.
Mm-hmm. It is.
If you're interested in basketball, you should check it out. If you're not, then you can go ahead and skip the first however long this podcast is.
after we've talked about it.
Next year we're getting a hotel downtown.
Oh yeah,
that's the
because it's so hard walking it. Because like you'll have a game at like 9:30 in the morning, and then like depending on if you win or lose, you could like play at 3 p.m. or like yeah, and it's just like, oh, I have to stand here.
I have to walk back to my car if you want to leave.
Yeah.
Drive all the way home, come back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year you can contribute to the 47 million. Or whatever
it was. Exactly.
Yeah.
Make it 48. We'll push for 48.
The road to 48 million.
Yeah. But
anyway,
that was Hoopfest. Pretty awesome.
Hoopfest.
When we go back in time a little bit, and because wasn't the Lord Huron concert before that, or was that after that?
I think it was after. I don't know. But, yeah, neither of you guys went to that, right?
No, Mariella did, though.
Mariella did. It was like 15 of our people, maybe 10. When was it here?
Did he have an opener?
He did. I can't remember who it was.
And does he go by the name Lord Huron? Is his first name Lord and his last name is Huron?
I mean, that's not legally his name.
Oh, okay.
It was on May 27th, so it was way before.
Oh,
my
wow.
goodness.
Wait a minute. And so did we even talk about it last time on the podcast?
I guess we didn't. Maybe we did. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. It was a great time. It was the first concert I've been to down there in the Spokane Pavilion, and it is pretty cool going to a concert there. Because it's, I don't know, you could look at pictures or I'll put them in maybe. But it's just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's this giant like outdoor structure that's got kind of like these lights above and everything. And just like as the sun is setting, it's kind of dusk and then it gets darker and the whole thing is lit up. It's pretty cool to go to a concert there. His real name is Ben Schneider.
Ben Schneider.
Yeah, that's not as cool as Lord Huron.
Oh, I know. I
Sorry,
think that's
Ben.
his real name.
I was just looking at concerts for the Spokane Pavilion because I don't know when they started doing concerts.
Yeah.
Because that's got to be recent, or maybe they did it a long time ago and now they're just bringing them back. Really, the headliner here is Noah Kahn.
Yeah.
He's coming Friday, August 18th. Are you going to that?
I'm going to that. I'm very excited for that.
Nice.
Yeah. That's like him and Lord Huron are, I think.
That's gonna be so packed.
That's like the ideal artist to see in the pavilion. Like that's just so perfect. Like
that concert's gonna be so packed.
I know.
I can already tell you.
Okay. So, concert started at like 8. Doors open at 7. I went down with Sophie, and we were gonna drive together. And I was like, okay, we'll meet at the Safeway here. And then as she's like coming, I was like, I think it's gonna be way better if we park here and we get an Uber down there. Because I don't know how far we're going to have to walk and how much we're going to have to pay for parking. So the Uber was like, I don't know, $12 or whatever. And then I think we just got a ride back with someone else. But we like getting the Uber and it's like $6.50. And the guy's like, are you guys going to the concert? And we're like, yeah. He's like, do you know doors open in like 10 minutes? We're like, yeah, we know. He's like, okay. I was like, I mean, doors open and then the concert doesn't start for like an hour. You have time.
Yeah.
We got there. Like we're walking up. And I was like, oh, is this a line? I'm like, this has to be like the line for the bathroom or something. And it just went like all the way down, like across the bridge. I mean, so far. Dang. And I was like, this is like, I'm imagining, it's just like, if this is where the line is now, it had to have been so much longer, like just 2 hours ago. Or something,
yeah.
You know, crazy. And I was like, I am absolutely sure that this cannot hold this many people. Yeah. There's no way the pavilion can hold this many people.
How many people were at that concert, did they say?
Nah, they didn't say. I don't even know what the capacity is there. You want to look it up?
I'll look it up.
We're walking down, and then I saw Tristan and all them, and then I just pulled a classic, like, oh, hey, guys, thanks for saving our spots, and we just jumped in with them. And
nice, you little cheater.
Well, how do you know they weren't originally saving our spots?
That's true.
But, yeah, so then, I mean, we got in, and we got up, like, pretty close to the stage. We were off to the side, but we were up at the fence.
5,100.
5,100. Oh, my gosh.
That's like almost 5,100 people.
It's like almost 5,200 people.
How much does...
Knitting Factory?
Yeah, what's the capacity for the...
I want to say 900.
Whoa.
There's an upstairs.
I guess that's true.
For the Knitting Factory? 900? Is that what you said?
That's my guess.
Oh. I was like, really?
Just look up Knitting Factory capacity.
I know. That's what it was.
Knitting.
It popped up and then it went away. 1,500.
Okay.
So more.
Not more than the pavilion.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
So more.
Dyslexia.
Yeah, right? But anyways.
What's the other one that's what's here?
The Fox and the Bing are both huge.
Yeah.
That's like a couple thousand.
And then the Spokane Arena.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
But anyways, yeah, the concert was pretty awesome. Nice. Pretty cool to see him live, and he's a good entertainer.
Never even heard of him.
What?
Lord. You've probably heard a song of his, though.
You definitely have heard a song.
Lord Heroin.
Spokane Arena has a capacity for 12,638 specifically.
More than twice as much as the Pavil.
Oh yeah, and then they're also making that stadium downtown.
What?
Oh yeah, they're making a new stadium downtown.
Where?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've heard this. What's? Do we not have enough?
No.
Is it going to be bigger than the arena or what?
Well, it's supposed to be similar to what Joe Albee Stadium was, I think, or maybe bigger.
Dang. I have heard.
I want to say it was 17,000 that can hold.
Is the new one?
But I may be just making that up.
Future USL1 soccer stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Soccer?
Yeah, it'll be a soccer stadium.
Dang.
Does it say what's the capacity?
Dude, I wonder if they're...
For who?
I wonder if they're building it so that the World Cup will be held...
No.
A game will be held here.
No.
That would be wild, dude.
Okay,
there's
so
no way.
There's a game in Seattle.
Wow.
For the World Cup.
Lumen Field?
I don't know. Actually, it might. There's a couple different soccer fields in Seattle, so I'm not sure exactly which one it will be. But I think it's in 2024 or something. 2026.
The World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2026.
2026.
Yeah. The games will be like across the United States and Mexico and Canada.
Yeah.
One of the stadiums is Seattle, so.
Yeah.
But the stadium that's being made downtown, it's got a capacity between 10,000 to 12,000.
Wow.
The Joe Albee Stadium had a seating capacity of 28,000.
Jeez.
Dang. That actually is crazy.
That is.
Why was it shut down? Do we know?
I forgot why, but I was actually looking into it the other day, or I should say the other night, because I couldn't fall asleep. And then I was on Twitter, but because I saw something about Joe Albee, and I was reading into it. But they used to have preseason NFL games there.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Long time ago.
Jeez.
I played one soccer game there in high school. It's pretty fun. We actually lost, and I had to go right away afterwards. It was the last game of the season, and I had to leave right away afterwards.
Couldn't even remember it.
Yeah, as a result of the turf being beyond its useful life in early 2006 and deemed unsafe, the Spokane Shadow discontinued its usage in Joe Albee Stadium, citing the playing surface was too dangerous for PDL soccer games.
They did have a Spokane Arena shot game outside in 2011.
Oh, well.
I remember reading that. So,
anyways, Lord Huron concert was great.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun time. I'm excited to go to the Noah Khan concert there.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to that.
Nice.
So you're going to Noah Khan, and then a week or two later,
let me
to Gregory Allen.
I'm going to a lot of concerts.
Dang.
Concert.
Because I just bought tickets for more.
Enthusiast
so,
over there.
Noah Khan.
There needs to be a letterbox for concerts.
Dude. Noah Khan is August 18th. Noah Cyrus is August 27th. I don't know if you guys know who
related to Billy Ray?
Is he related to Noah Khan? Because they're both
their first names
is Noah.
And then a week later, I'm going to Gregory Allen
in
Red Rocks.
I'll be at that one.
Matt Mason is coming September 17th. I'm going to Coldplay concert September 20th in Lumen Field.
Oh,
wow,
that's pretty
Lumen
cool.
Field.
That went.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
That's gonna be during the NFL season.
Yeah,
maybe Geno Smith will be there.
Isn't it crazy that my first time going to Lumen Field is not even for a Seahawks game?
You haven't been to a Seahawks game before?
No, I haven't.
What?
Wow.
Sucks.
And then you're going to see Coldplay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the Imagine Dragons of bands before Imagine Dragons.
Can you imagine that? Dragon?
Can you imagine dragging that? Jeremy Zucker, 1121, which I want to go to.
Oh, what, you are going to that, or you?
I have to buy tickets still.
Oh, okay.
But I'd like to. But anyways, yeah, concerts are a great time. I'm excited for all of them.
What? You said, what day is that Coldplay concert?
September 20th.
Let me just look at the Seahawks schedule real quick.
It's on a Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
But that is like 2 weeks into the season. Which, we have less than a month till NFL. Isn't that awesome?
Dude, that's wild. I want to figure out how to watch the games on my phone, but I don't want to buy YouTube TV or something.
You could do NFL Plus.
How much is that?
Like $5 a month.
What?
Oh, really?
Really?
Mm-hmm. But you can't stream it. You can only do it on your phone. Like, you won't let you connect, like, the phone to the TV.
Oh, really?
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's you can't even Apple AirPlay?
No. The only reason I know this is because I think Josh did it last year, and it wouldn't let him stream it to the TV.
That's dumb.
So, and are all the games on there?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's.
But then also,
nice.
I want to find out if I do get YouTube TV and there's and depending on how many TVs you can do.
Yeah.
At the same time, if I can get a couple people together.
I'll split. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone, Thomas, my sister's boyfriend, just asked me about splitting, I think YouTube TV or something, and I'm gonna talk to my brother because I want to see what his plan is because I'll get in and split with someone.
Only because it's been so nice to have the Sunday ticket.
Yeah.
During the past 2 seasons.
Why don't you have it now?
Because I got rid of it. That's why YouTube TV has it now.
Oh, they got rid of the Sunday ticket or whatever?
Yeah, they lost the right, or the rights expired or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my!
So
just
YouTube
renew the rights.
Well, also DirecTV was kind of screwing the pooch just because they were having a lot of issues. Oh wait, here's the schedule. You said September 20th.
Yeah.
Okay, so week 3, September 24th, they are at home against the Panthers, but 3 days before that, they're away at the Lions.
Nice.
That's my mom's birthday weekend.
So. Nice.
Um,
Speaking of birthdays.
Yeah.
We both
good
had
segue.
one.
Oh my gosh! Thanks, Gianluca. Giuliano had a birthday on Hoopfest.
I did. Yeah, it was the Sunday of Hoopfest when we played those 5 games, and
Pretty good birthday.
it was a good birthday.
Yeah, you hit a game winner, so that was like your birthday.
I did
right
hit
there.
a game winner. Yeah, dream come true.
Dream come true.
I can die happy now. Just kidding. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I like because like usually my birthday will fall on Hoopfest or around Hoopfest, so it's pretty fun because people will be in town and stuff and whatnot. So I like celebrating it that way. But yeah, after Hoopfest, we went over to my parents' house. I think we just like played cornhole, had some pizza. People came over.
Relaxed.
Yeah, we just relaxed because everybody's tired at that point.
Yeah.
Been out in the sun all day. I got a dash cam for my car.
Nice.
So that's cool. Yeah, it's like a super like cool one or whatever, but I haven't set it up yet because I watched a video on how to set it up and it seems pretty complicated. Like this guy was like taking off the like the rubber part that like seals the doors and stuff, like taking that off and putting a cord all the way through it and stuff. And
probably because he wanted to run it to his car battery. Maybe.
No, I think he was doing it all the way from the front to the back.
Oh.
Because it has like a rear view. Yeah, it has like a camera. It has a baby monitor or whatever. So like you can see your baby, I guess, or whatever. It's a pretty sweet thing.
For the car. I was thinking back at home. I'm like.
Oh, no.
While you're driving.
Oh, I can leave my baby at home.
Yeah.
How's that?
Hey, don't do that, baby.
She's doing good.
But yeah,
Nice.
So I mean, it's pretty cool. I just haven't set it up yet.
Yeah.
And then gift cards, work pants. So, Celine got me this like super cool like golf target like tent thing or whatever. So it's pretty easy to set up, and then you just get a bunch of golf balls and
A net,
head into
right?
it. Yeah, well, I need to get like a nice turf, like big turf mat or something, or I don't know, someplace where I can like. It's because it came with a little turf like rectangle
mat.
Yeah, and it just like is not the greatest thing to hit off of, but I'm excited because the target's pretty cool. So,
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be nice to use, set it up outside and whatnot. But yeah, it was a good birthday. Let's see. Yeah, gift cards. I got a Dick's gift card, and I got a couple of them actually. Bought a new soccer ball with it.
Nice.
Oh, nice. How much was that soccer ball?
It was like $22, but Dick's I think they give you a like $10 off thing for your birthday.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
If you have like a rewards thing with them and stuff, so I use that, so it only cost me like $13.
Nice.
Well done.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah. So that was my birthday.
Your birthday is not on Hoopfest next year because it's on mine.
Oh, is it?
What?
Oh, yeah. Because
June 29th and June 30th.
Yeah.
I know, crazy.
That is.
I've always
late.
thought, because I'm like, it's always the last weekend of June.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I never remember it being on my birthday. I'm like, well, maybe my birthday's never on the last. But I'm like, it has to be.
Eventually,
because it's June 30th.
Yeah.
I think it has at least 10 years ago, because I know I have Facebook memories from like July 1st or something.
It's probably
like that.
about every 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah, June 29th, June 30th. But I first time ever in my life, I was like, I'm not gonna work on my birthday, and I did.
Did you? Wait, you did work on your birthday?
No, I was possibly gonna like have to drive to Idaho for a real estate shoot on a house, but then it didn't happen.
Nice.
But yeah, I think I like went to church. I went to the gym, and then like I signed up for all of these accounts for fast food restaurants to get all these freebies.
Oh, nice.
Because my sister did the same thing for her birthday, so she gave me like the list. I think it was 30.
Dang. Holy crap.
So I like signed up for all these. My sister and I went around all these places, and like first one, Dairy Queen. It's like buy one get one Blizzard, and I was like, oh, I have to spend money. Okay, so I did that one.
Yeah.
And then like Dutch Bros free coffee, Starbucks free coffee, Crumble like free cookie, and then like started off great, started off hot, except the first 4 items we got were a cookie, ice cream, and 2 coffees. I was like, I want like food, you know.
Like,
but it was a Friday, so I couldn't have meat.
Oh, tough.
But then like, so we drove out to the valley and like Krispy Kreme. They're like, we are all out of glazed donuts till 5 p.m.
What?
And I was like, what? Okay. So I was like, skip that.
Who bought all the
and
glazed?
then like
Literally.
Best Buy, I was told there was something there. It was like free item, probably a gift certificate or something.
That would be cool. Anything.
And then I like went in and talked like, yeah, you have to do it all online, whatever. I was like, all right, strike out again.
Dang.
The one I was really excited about was Nothing Bundt Cakes. Getting one of those delicious Bundt cakes. But
where are those at?
South Hill.
Oh, wait, but where? Like
it's like 29th South Hill.
But what's the place called?
Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Oh, it's just called Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nothing Bundt Cakes.
But
Bundt. That was one I like didn't sign up for in time, whatever.
Oh,
didn't get that one either. I was like, this is not going well. And then just like struck out on a bunch. Red Robin has possibly the best deal because their burgers are delicious. They give you a free burger, a free meal or something. But you have to it gives you the whole month of your birthday to use it.
Oh yeah.
But if your birthday's on the last day of the month and you don't remember until your birthday, tough luck. You can't do it. And if it's on a Friday, so you can't get a burger and you already had dinner plans, skip it. So
yeah, I guess I forgot that too. So hey, you and me both.
Next year.
Yeah.
And then like I think there was Jamba Juice that was only like 50% off. And then like Cinnabon, we did that for like some small cinnamon rolls, whatever. There were a few that like would just pull. I mean, it was like just classic. Like every single place we'd pull through. Hey, do you do anything for a birthday? No, we don't.
Oh my goodness.
Do you do anything for a birthday? No, we don't. Okay, cool. Well, what can I get you? That's all I was here for.
Yeah, it's my birthday. Goodbye.
One after another.
Dang.
And like I pulled to like Arby's. That happened. Pulling to Jack in the Box. I was like, hey, do you do anything for a birthday? He's like, technically no, but what did you want? I was like, I don't know, whatever. And he's like, I give you like a shake. And I'm like, to be honest, I've had a lot of ice cream today, but one of those lemonades sounds good. He's like, all right, which one? So then I just pull up to the window and he just gives me a lemonade. And I'm like, I don't think he was supposed to do that, but
what a guy.
Man, it hit the spot after a bunch of ice cream.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, but there's still like a few of them give you like a month or a few weeks, so I'm still like using them up.
Oh, nice.
But
anything at Panera?
Yeah, it's a free pastry. So it's like muffin, cookie,
brownie.
There's like 15 options. Yeah, scone.
That's tough. Huh?
Yeah, I pull up and they're like, "Yeah, what do you want?" So I'm looking through the list. I'm like, "Can I do the like orange scone?" She's like, "Let me see. We don't have those. Can I do the blueberry scone? We're out of those too." I was like, "Well,
what aren't you
shoot.
out of?"
I just got an oatmeal cookie.
But how was it?
It was pretty good, actually.
I like oatmeal cookies.
Yeah. You know what Panera needs to do is make their mac and cheese free for your birthday. That would be the best gift anyone could get me.
Pizza?
No mac and cheese.
Dude. Pizza would be good too.
No,
Panera
mac and
pizza
cheese
is not that good.
Yeah.
Really?
At least I don't know.
I haven't had it in a while.
Panera mac and cheese.
It's good. Panera tomato soup and broccoli cheddar soup is pretty good. In the bread bowl.
Yeah.
Actually, do they do the mac and cheese in their bread bowl too?
Do they?
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
But then you have to put the mac and cheese in yourself.
Oh. So you just get a bread bowl and then you get mac and cheese?
Yeah.
So they don't do it, you do it?
Yeah. Well, no, they give it to you. I remember I ordered it and then like they gave me the mac and cheese. Yeah.
That's why. Everything to go.
Oh.
They don't put like tomato soup or whatever in.
Lame.
Yeah.
I poured it in there and I was immediately regretted it.
Why?
It's not okay. It's definitely, if you're gonna get a bread bowl, it's definitely better for tomato soup or
just
you just gotta let it soak because then once like the inside of the bread bowl is like
warm,
soaked in like whatever you
Soggy.
have, and then you eat some of that mac and cheese or you eat some of the tomato soup, and like it's gone, and then you have that like soggy bread in there that's tomato soupy. It's so good, dude.
No, I think it works better with soup and not mac and cheese though.
Probably.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the idea of it. So,
can I get my pizza in the bread bowl?
Actually, can you make me a sandwich and like smash it in the bread bowl, please?
Can I get a bread bowl inside the bread bowl?
Double bread.
Anyways, that was my birthday. It was pretty fun.
Can you just fill my bread bowl with pickles? That would be great.
Pickles. Went to dinner at my brother's, watched the Mariners game. Started off great, and then they lost like 15-4. It was awful.
Yeah.
And then the next day, yeah?
I was going to say, you have to, like, if they lose the game before, go to the next game.
Yeah, I know.
That's how it is right now.
Yeah, that's very true. We drove over to Seattle the next day, the first, and we like right in Soto, there in Seattle, Lumen Field, right next to T-Mobile Park, and then like right down the street is the concert. And we picked the weekend to go to this concert that there was a Sounders game at Lumen Field and a Mariners game at T-Mobile Park against like the team with the best record in baseball at the time.
Just like packed.
And so the first place we drive by for parking, $75.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, okay, I will drive so far to not pay that.
Yeah.
Then it was like 45, 35, whatever. We had a while before the concert, so I parallel park in a spot for like 2 hours, and then we're kind of looking around. And we found this like bagel shop that had like our customers only parking, but then there were a few free spots, and then it was like, well, they're closed for the day, so we can park here. So parked there, got away free.
Nice.
Like, didn't get a ticket or anything. I was like, we got pretty lucky. Concert was a ton of fun. It was Sam McPherson and Rule. And, like, Rule is an amazing performer. I was like, this is probably, like, the funnest concert I've been to.
Okay.
It was just, like, the energy was awesome. We had people in front of us that were a lot of fun. Thought I was best friends with the opener, Sam McPherson, because we've DM'd a few times. And, like, wait, you know him? And I was like, well, we've DM'd, like, twice. But I was like, yeah, I went to, like, one of his concerts in Omaha. And, like, you've seen him before? And I'm like, yeah, this is, like, the third time on tour. You're not that big of a fan if you don't know that.
That's pretty funny.
I've seen him before.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I mean, he, like, recognized me when I DM'd him again. They're like, what? I was like,
that's pretty funny.
But, yeah, it was a ton of fun.
It's funny you bring that up because I was just thinking to myself today. I saw Gregory Allen like post something about he had a concert in Canada yesterday, and I thought to myself, I wonder if there's people who like there's a term for it. I think it's roadies. No,
roadies.
Yeah, I think that's the term, or maybe that's not the term. But they travel not with the person, but they go to every concert and they're just like, for their tour. So, like you said, this is the third time you've seen him. But I don't know if it's the third time you've seen him for this tour that he's going on.
It's the second time I've seen him, but the third time he's been on tour because he opened for someone. He did his headline tour, and then he opened for Rule. So, his third time on a tour. But
people used to do that, though. It's like they go to every concert on a tour. And then it's kind of a way to travel to the U.S.
Yeah, no kidding. A lot of money, though.
Or Canada.
Roadies, a member of a crew for a traveling group of musicians or other entertainers who work usually includes the setting up of equipment.
Okay, it's not roadies. It's something else.
Yeah, okay.
It's a different term.
Interesting. I have heard roadies, but
yeah, I don't
know the term you're talking about.
Anyway,
but yeah, we went to a Mariners game the next day in Seattle. That was a ton of fun.
Did they win that one?
They did. They won both while we were in town. It was funny because I saw Luke in Tacoma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I was golfed with him again yesterday, and he's like, "What were you doing in Seattle?" Whatever. So I told him we went to the Mariners game. He's like, "Yeah, I went to the Friday game where they lost 15-4." And I was like, "Oh, it sucks." But ours was pretty awesome. I mean, just like they like got down pretty quickly. It was like 6-1, and then in the very bottom of that inning, we tied it right back up, and then had like a few clutch moments. I was like, this is like just the energy and everything. You're right there in it. I was like, this is awesome. We had like two ladies behind us that were just talking about each other's trips and like gossiping about like people in their lives. We had in our row, like this old guy who became best friends with this younger guy. One of them didn't know anything about baseball, so he was like instructing the other guy. But our seats were right in the end of the row. And so where we were watching the game, it was right on the aisle. So there was someone in our view every 10 seconds. And I was like, people don't know how to sit and watch a game. Like they're just constantly getting up. And so I like took a mental note. I'm like, never get seats right on the row where you're just like right there.
Yeah.
But they like, you know, you have to get out of your seat for people to get by because it's so squished. And so this guy in our row kept getting up, and every time like he comes, he's like, no, bro, you don't even have to get up. I'll climb over you. Trust me, you don't even have to get up. I'm like, okay. It's like, I'll sit. I promise. Yeah. And he like would jump over to the other seat or whatever. And a few times he's like, no, bro, you didn't even have to get up. I'll just walk by. I'm like, okay, dude.
Okay, golly. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Two things. One, specifically about baseball. I have not heard a single thing, and this is very specific to baseball. I have not heard a single thing since the season started about the pitch, the clock.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a single thing since before the season when they were doing the training, spring training.
Yeah.
Like that's what everyone was talking about.
Yeah.
I have not heard a single thing since the regular season started.
Yeah.
Like no complaining whatsoever. So I don't know if people just got used to it.
There's been a lot of positivity of people like, oh yeah, actually they were saying that defensively it's helped because it's been like so long in between plays or in between pitches where you just like you're in the outfield or whatever and you just like take your glove off, whatever, but it keeps you engaged and like it's helped people.
Yeah. That's good.
A few times people have like gotten a strike on it because they aren't in the box or they've like, and there was one like 2 days ago, a Mariner was like struck out because he got called a third strike because he wasn't ready. So there have been a few, but I think there's been equally positive stuff as there has been negative.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to say is I don't know what it is about. Well, okay. One of my favorite things about seeing games in live, I don't know if it's probably the same thing for baseball, but for football, when like a good play happens or you know something like an interception or something like that, like everybody starts high-fiving each other as if you're like your best
and
friends
you're all
everybody.
friends,
yeah, and like as if you participate in that play.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things. You're like, yeah, and then you'll start like high-fiving each other.
The thing about being a fan is like, yeah, we cheered for that guy. Like, it's just. It's like so we fun.
Did that.
It is very cool because you bond so quickly with people. Yeah. And even like the concert we went to, it was like the people in front of us, we just like were talking right away and like connecting.
Yeah.
And I was like cracking jokes with them a few times, like whatever. Like they would just like drop something or whatever and we crack a joke and I was like,
dude, I love doing that.
See you at the next concert, whatever.
Yeah. I love doing that during like soccer games, so like during Hoopfest or whatever, like I'll like be playing against someone and then just like talk to them and like crack some jokes with them and stuff, and I don't know, try and get them in like a lighter mood. Or
Jordan's buddy Michael, who we had on the other podcast, he will always befriend the other team. Like that's his thing.
Yes.
And then he loves to start fake fights. Like somebody will like foul him and then he'll like pretend that he's mad and then immediately like take it back. But it's so funny because it happens all the time.
That's really funny.
Yeah, and then he just befriends the other team, you know. So.
That's hilarious.
Jeez.
Nice.
Dang. Yeah.
How long have you been going?
We're at 48 minutes.
48.
So that was your birthday, and then we recently just had 4th of July.
Yeah. What'd you guys do for it?
I went over to Celine's parents' house, and we hung out. The old in-laws. And just hung out with their siblings and stuff, or with her siblings. And then watched an outdoor movie like on a projector.
What'd you guys watch?
Vibes.
Baby Driver.
Ooh, your favorite?
Didn't rate it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
I need you to rate it on Letterboxd.
Well, I don't know. I think I've rated one movie on there.
I know.
Speaking of movies, have you guys seen The Sound of Freedom movie?
No, but I want to.
I want to.
I'm probably gonna see it today.
Oh,
I think so. I think I will. I have no idea. Okay. I haven't looked at all.
I wanted to see it yesterday. But depending on time, maybe I would join you.
Sweet.
Someday.
That'd be cool.
Because I want to see it, and I've seen a lot of stuff about it.
Yeah.
I've also heard that there's a lot of streaming services that aren't gonna have it on there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shoot, when it gets off of
like the theater. I mean, obviously it'll go on DVD. But like,
I saw something that maybe they were gonna put it on YouTube for free just because they want people to see it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But. Well, okay, I don't want to transition to movies just yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 4th of July, we went to Coeur d'Alene.
Oh yeah, went to Coeur d'Alene in the morning.
And I parked super far away, and on the way there, Mariella and I passed a free hot dog stand.
Oh, free?
So, yeah,
way.
So they're passing out a bunch of hot dogs, water, lemonade, a bunch of other stuff like chips and stuff like that. But I was
America.
like, you know what? We passed. We parked far away, but we passed the stand that it was right where the parade was happening.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were having a parade there and stuff. And like, there's a couple floats that go by and whatnot, and like then the Republican Party of Kootenai County or whatever, like that parade goes by and like they're singing the "Proud to be an American" and it gets like hype up.
That's awesome.
Everybody's like, yeah, like singing "Proud to be an American." It's so funny.
That is awesome.
And it was pretty cool.
But so we got there right when the parade ended, so everybody was kind of like leaving, but they were still like, the stand was there, and I was like, oh, free hot dogs. Heck yeah, worth it. Yeah. They had ketchup packets and stuff like that, but I just took the hot dog and
they were selling those for like $10, but
I ate the hot dog raw, but
yeah,
it was good. Nice. We recorded
free hot dogs are always fun.
That's awesome.
But yeah, we were in Coeur d'Alene in the morning, and then for us in the evening we went out to Twin Lakes. What?
It's pretty loud.
Yeah,
but it is hot in here.
we went out to Twin Lakes and was out there for the rest of the day, and had a fireworks show. Nice. I bought fireworks, but eventually, or actually never ended up seeing them go off because they were the fountain ones.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't have a good. Well, they didn't send them off because I don't have them. I think probably Uncle or Captain Uncle Greg probably have them.
Oh, they didn't set them off. Why?
Because it's the fountain ones, and they don't really have a good spot on the dock to set them off there. Like the people next to us were able to set the fountain ones off because they have a good spot for it. Yeah. But
why?
Brandon was telling me that
the dock is gonna catch on fire or something. Or
no, I don't know. She said that the other people can, but we couldn't for some reason.
There's not enough water.
It wasn't safe enough. I was like, I think they just didn't want to. You know?
Probably. Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so it was still fun.
We set off a couple fireworks on the 3rd. Was that? No. That Friday that people came over. Or no, maybe it was.
It was Monday. It was the 3rd.
Yeah, it was the 3rd. Yeah, it was the 3rd. Yeah, we set off a couple fireworks that I had in my trunk for like 2 years or whatever.
The heck?
Yeah, and
one was the helicopter,
which like if they were not super old and like kind of crushed slightly, I felt like they would have like been way cooler. Yeah. But it was still kind of cool.
It was fun, yeah.
Yeah, and stuff, and so it was. I got a tank and then a helicopter.
Nice.
And the tank like shot off a couple times, like these, like I don't know, little pellets or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was actually pellets or just little firework things. And then the helicopter just spun, but the tank shot off maybe like 2 or 3 of them. And then we threw it in the fire because we had a bonfire going, and then it shot off the rest.
Yep.
Nice.
But it was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was my 4th of July wasn't super crazy. It was the Monday I had started this new job, and then Tuesday 4th of July, and then I was leaving. Had to get up at 5 a.m. like the day after 4th of July.
Dang.
Because we were driving to Ephrata the next day. So I was like, my sisters went up to Deer Park, and I was going to go, but then I was like, I have to go home and pack. I have to do laundry, dishes, and I was like, I want to get to bed on time, whatever, so I skipped it. But yeah, new job is fun. Nice. Did you guys have anything else to say about 4th of July?
I don't think so.
Nothing about 4th of July, no.
Yeah. We, basically, it's working with my brother. Which I was telling, like, one of my bosses, I was like, yeah, I'm doing this other job, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, working for your brother's a little sketchy, though. And I was like, oh, no. It's not for my brother. It's with. But basically, it's like they do, like, low-voltage installation. Like, TVs. Like, they're building, like, new schools in, like, Sumner, Wenatchee, Ephrata. So we're going through and putting, like, all the speakers in the classrooms, the TVs, the projectors.
Is that prevailing wage at schools?
Yeah.
Nice.
So we... Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday, we were in Ephrata working on courtroom, which is prevailing. And then, which, like, one funny thing, it's like going to this courtroom and, like, they have a few mics or whatever that are always on. So we're just, like, joking around, like, saying stuff. Just like, he's guilty. Whatever. But, like, I go up to the, what's it called? The judge's desk. I don't know what the correct term is. Looking for a gavel. No gavel. I'm like, what's the point of even working here?
The judges bring those themselves, you know?
You should bring a squeaky one. And then
it was fun. They didn't provide, like, half the stuff we needed, so we couldn't get a whole lot done. But we like worked in there and then worked in another courtroom and then drove to this middle school to work. But we like out of the back of the courtroom, there's a private bathroom, and
the judge's quarters.
Yeah, quarters.
Well, there's actually, what is it called? Chambers. That's what it is.
The chamber.
Yeah. But like you open the blinds in the window of this bathroom, and there's like it's the 3rd floor up, so it's pretty high, and there's a like metal platform and like completely enclosed with like barbed wire or something, but it goes across that connects to this other building.
Oh wow.
Like in another window. And someone was saying that was the jail. Didn't really look like a jail. I think the jail was like the building behind. But we were joking, like, you like get sentenced to jail and you're like, hey, can I use the bathroom one more time? Then you go in to try to escape out of the bathroom and you walk out just like right into the jail. It's like, well, that
got him.
They planned for that.
Yeah.
But
that's really funny.
Yeah. It was I've only been on this job for a week, so tomorrow we go to Wenatchee.
Nice.
But we have a few in like Sumner, which is pretty close to Seattle, so we're gonna go to some Mariners games.
Oh, cool. Dang.
But yeah, it's
that's
fun.
A nice job.
Yeah,
nice benefits.
We also have a hot tub this week at our Airbnb, so I will be in that every night.
Dang.
Yeah,
worth it.
I know.
Are you going? So you're gonna be in Seattle for the All-Star break?
We will actually no.
Oh, okay.
Because we're in Wenatchee this week.
Okay.
I don't know when we're gonna be in Sumner. Hopefully the week after. We'll see. But we also like my boss is a big golfer, so he wasn't there this week. But we golfed twice this week. We had 3 days of work, and we went golfing twice, and it was like 4 hours of driving. So,
dang. Do you get paid for drive time?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And he's pretty cool. Like if something only takes us like 5 hours, he's like, okay, well you worked really fast, so I'll pay you for 8. Whatever.
Nice.
So he's pretty cool like that.
That is good.
Yeah.
That's
and
sweet.
then I think this week he'll come down, and it sounds like he'll take us golfing, which he'll probably pay for.
Dang.
Which will be awesome.
Man, I just want to go golfing right now, dude. I'm in that golfing mood.
I know. I got to redeem myself from yesterday. My goodness.
Dude, don't you hate that? You have like a bad round or whatever, and you're just like, I got to get back out there.
I have to show that I'm better than this, because I absolutely am.
I think, I don't remember who I told. Maybe it was Dominique. But I said, I don't think I'll ever play golf.
Nah, give it a year. You'll play golf.
No. I said that 2 years ago to Isaiah. I was like, you are an idiot. Why are you... Loser. Yeah. Golf? Psh, I'm not going to spend that.
I just have zero interest. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. I did too, though.
Yeah.
I once had zero interest.
Look.
Pat, I think you
my will is stronger than yours.
I think you don't want to play golf because it'll like... Everybody you know that plays golf, and every time you tell people that you never want to play golf, you get a reaction out of them.
No, because I don't ever go around. I don't go around saying it. I think it's because
you just
everybody
said it on
else.
The podcast.
No. Well, that's because you're talking about golf. No, I think it's because everybody else has already like started playing it, and I don't want to like learn this whole thing and spend all the time to catch up. And it's like, you know what? I might as well just not.
That's where we are.
Because golf takes forever to get even.
Decent.
Remotely like
just give it like a year or two. Like I'm sure by next year we'll be decent enough to like keep up.
Yeah. Okay, but that's the thing. You have I don't have the
patience.
Patience and also like cuz you have to go like a lot.
Well,
kinda.
If you want to get
you got to put in a lot of time.
Yeah.
And you don't want to put in that time.
And I know everybody wants to chase the feeling. Like, you get one good hit, and you're like, ooh, I'm going to chase that feeling.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just, that's how you get addicted to it.
Yeah.
But it's like.
Which, even, like, for me, I would say, I'm not even, like, my interest in golf is not necessarily that, where I have one good shot, and I'm like, oh, I'm coming back. I love this.
Yeah.
It has happened. But I think my driving force for it is, like, it's just, like, it's a sport. It's a really fun sport, and we're always hanging out with guys. Like, you can go hang out for a solid 4 hours.
Oh, well, that's the thing. That's the other thing. I don't want to spend 4 hours on a golf course.
Yeah.
That's too long for me.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. I mean, you spend 4 hours watching football.
That's different.
But
I'm not playing football.
Yeah, but we're playing a sport. We're actually playing because everybody knows playing a sport is much better than watching the sport.
That's very true.
True.
So I mean,
it depends.
Even
Even when it comes to football, like it's a lot of fun to watch football.
It is a lot of fun to watch football.
But fantasy football makes it more
fun.
That's
true. Fantasy football is different, but
fantasy golf. Play fantasy. I don't know if that's a thing.
I'm sure it is, dude. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it's just not as look, here's the thing. Fantasy football is the most popular fantasy of all. But there's fantasy baseball, there's fantasy soccer, there's fantasy basketball.
Yep.
I think my driving force for playing golf is like I am competitive, so I do really like the competitive aspect of it and stuff, but also like it is something I can do like with any age of group or whatever. Like Celine's dad really likes to play golf or whatever, so that's some way I can like bond with him, and also like a couple other one of my brother-in-laws, he likes to play golf and stuff, so it's something we can do and stuff, and like like you can just hang out with people and stuff, and
it's a very casual hangout,
and you can play it until you're old. You know, it's something that you can do, and all you have to do is like put in maybe a year or two. It's more like I don't know, 4 or 5 months of golf. It's not necessarily like a whole year, because in the wintertime you don't play golf unless you're going indoor somewhere or something like that.
That's when the virtual golf really pops off.
Yeah. Literally. But so you just have to put in a couple months of time into like playing, or like maybe a collective year or whatever of time, and then like you can play, and you're not going to be the best, but you're going to keep up. You can
keep up, and you're decent. You're not like embarrassed. I mean, you're just like, you're right there with them.
Yeah.
You're not getting the best score, but
so I mean,
I don't know. It's just like I'd rather play like pickleball. Like if I want to get more into pickleball, I think that's just something that's more enticing to me, or like basketball obviously, or
that's good.
I know golf is just,
I don't think it's different. I like the learning curve with golf. I don't feel like it's way harder than other sports, because like
I think Jordan would definitely disagree.
Well, obviously to like become extremely good at it, then it will take like a long time to become like extremely good at it, or like a lot of like effort, and I guess when I say a lot of time, I mean years, but like you do have to put in a lot of your own personal time, like playing multiple times a week, practicing all the time and stuff. You have to do that to get really good. But like I feel like to be average at it, to be just like an amateur player at it, it doesn't take like years and years and years. So
it is a lot of time and money, though.
Yeah, it is expensive. That's the thing too. And I mean, people say like it's as expensive as you make it, which true. Like you don't have to go and play at the nicest courses. You don't have to get a golf cart. You don't have to eat at the turn every time or something.
You also don't have to get the nicest club.
Exactly.
Like my first set was $30, and it is as minimum as you can get.
Oh yeah, mine too. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. Yep. If you ever want to start out and just get like regular old clubs, like just go to Facebook Marketplace. Yeah. You'll find a bag and a whole set of clubs for under $50. Yeah. I bought my bag and my set of clubs for $40, and I bought Celine's for $30.
Mine was $30.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
and I don't even have like, I could go out and get, I think like 4 more clubs to get a complete set.
Oh yeah.
So like I don't even have nearly a full set.
Yeah, I think I'm close to like a full set. I think I just need like a 52 degree or something. I need another wedge.
Yeah.
Because I have my pitching wedge, and then I have whatever that Sure Out club that I have.
Sand wedge?
Wedge? I think it's a sand wedge, but I'm not sure. Because all it says is Sure Out on it. But yeah, and then after that, I think I'll be pretty close to a full set.
Yeah. I lost my pitching wedge yesterday.
Did you?
We were like, we were on the 7th or 16th hole, I think, and I 15th, and like I just am going up to take like my 3rd shot or something, and I was like, I don't have my pitching wedge. Isaiah's like, what? And I was like, I think I lost it. He's like, I'm like, I don't even know like what to do, because like I don't want to drive back, because then I'm gonna slow you up. And we saw Alderaza there.
Oh yeah.
And he was like 2 groups behind us, and so one of the holes he was like passing us, and he's like, yeah, the ladies ahead of you are right behind you, they're like complaining a bunch that you're going slow. And I was like, and Isaiah was like, part of that is us, we are playing a little slow, but like we started early, and there are people ahead of us that are slowing us down that we've had to wait for. But So I was like, I'm not gonna like go back and slow the people down. Like if I lose it, I lose it. Hopefully someone turns it in, whatever. And then like the next hole, someone's like, hey, did someone lose a pitching wedge? I was like, yes. And then they're like, sorry, he's a beginner. And she's like, I am too. I was like, yeah.
She's like, I never lost a club. So.
I was bad, but not as bad as you.
Dang. So you have it though?
I do.
Nice. Yep. That's funny. Yeah. That happens a lot. Is like people just leave their clubs on the ground or whatever and stuff, and usually somebody in the group will notice. But
yes.
Yeah, I'm sure there's those times when.
Did I tell you about the time that I golfed in Florida and we were losing our covers?
Yeah, you did.
Like 4 times.
Yeah, I think you might have said that on the.
I was
on
like,
the podcast.
this is embarrassing.
But yeah, that's annoying.
Yep.
Let's see. Since we're talking about golf, I played. We haven't recorded in a while, but I played on the 11th of June, and
that was right after.
That was the day we recorded last.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think I talked about it then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played probably like my best front 9. I think we played that day.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had my best front 9 I've ever had. I was like plus 11 at the turn, which is really good for me.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But then the worst back 9 I've ever had and stuff. And it's because you guys only played the front 9, and then I stayed and played the back 9 with like a random group.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
stuff, and that just threw me off.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh gosh, it affects me so much who I play with.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like Jordan is really good, and I played with him twice, and the first time I did horrible. Yeah. Just because I'm trying to I'm playing with Jordan. Gotta be better. And like yesterday was with Jordan, Luke, and Isaiah.
And they all
who are pretty good.
Yeah.
Isaiah's really good. Jordan's really good. And Luke is like right up there with him. And I was like, I am so much worse than all these guys.
Dude, yeah, it totally affects you who you play with. Like, it's the worst.
Yep.
But
I would love to play by myself, but I know I'm gonna get paired with strangers, which is the worst.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't want to.
I like playing with obviously I like playing with Isaiah.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've played just me and Isaiah before. Or I don't think I've played with me, you, and Isaiah. Have we?
I think, yeah, we've done like Pine Acres. I don't know if we've done Trailhead.
Yeah, I don't think we've done Trailhead or whatever. But anyway, I like playing with like you and Celine and Caitlin and Isaiah because like
I like playing with Isaiah.
Yeah, because Isaiah obviously
he's really good, but he's so helpful.
Yeah,
I mean every time he was like, all right, what I would do here, blah blah, and he understands beginner or whatever, so he's level. That's
because he's played with his dad and their friends and
but he's just he's stooping down to our level and hey, I'm gonna help you out.
Dude, it's funny too whenever I play with people because they're usually better than I am and stuff, but they're always oh, this is the best game I've ever had. It's because they're playing with me, then I'm bad, so they're having confidence and they're doing really good and stuff, and so it just helps them out. And so it's so funny. And,
how many best games have we going to experience?
Yeah, they're all oh yeah, I'm playing actually surprisingly well. And I played with Jordan and Isaiah the other day. And Isaiah shot an 84 or whatever, and which is the best he's done in a long time. And then Jordan shot an 80, and an 80, and which is pretty good too.
Yeah.
And it's they were both yeah, I did really good, and they were both hitting really well. And I was nice, playing the worst golf I've ever done.
Yep. Someone's got to do good in the group.
Yeah.
There was yesterday one of the tees, Jordan shanked way left, and then Luke shanked way right.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think Isaiah went and he had one that just skipped across the ground, and I was like, all right, let me show you how it's done. Yeah. And I was bad all day, but I'm I'm gonna have at least one good shot. This is the one. I'll show him. And then mine was right up there with how bad theirs were, I think.
Yeah.
And then I think they each took breakfast balls.
Oh yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's pretty funny. But when I played on the 11th, I broke 100, which was the first time I've done that.
Nice.
And so I was okay, not horrible.
Yeah.
And stuff pretty good.
Personal best?
Yeah, personal best. I shot a 95. And I met this guy named Jeff who I might have told you this off the podcast, but I think he was in his 60s, I'd say. And I thought he was Canadian because he would say oh yeah, after everything he'd be yeah, I like went over to here, yeah, and like went downtown and went to this restaurant, yeah, and it was super nice, yeah, and so and I was like, okay, Canadian for sure. So I was like, where are you from? And he was like, oh, I grew up on the South Hill, yeah, like in Spokane.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, this guy's just wild, I guess.
Canada's on the South Hill.
Yeah, but he would like tee up his ball, like it wouldn't be straight, it would be like at an angle like this. And I think I was talking to Jordan or Isaiah about it, and apparently there's like these tees that you can put at an angle, and then it like has a straight like base, so it holds it.
Oh, okay, yeah,
like it doesn't hold it up straight, but it holds it up.
Yes,
but it's at an angle, and I was like, that is so weird. But he would like put it on a line every single time.
Dang.
Like he was a really good player. It was pretty funny, but super nice guy.
Wow.
Yeah. And yeah, that was a good round. Good day of golf, I guess. Yeah. I mean, the back nine sucked, but I almost birdied the last hole.
Dang.
So it was a good way to end.
That is nice.
But yeah.
Good for you. So, yeah, we're learning.
Yeah. Yeah, beginner golf here. So
yes.
All right, you guys talked about golf for a little bit. I'm going to talk about some movies real quick, and then maybe we can end the podcast or something. I don't know where we at?
We are at 110. So
110? Oh, okay. All right, so I want you guys to guess how many movies I've seen since we last, or watched, I guess, since we've last recorded.
6.
I think I heard you say a number recently.
Well, I've said for the year how many I've seen.
Oh, yeah. Since we've last recorded, I'm going to say 15.
You were close. It's 12.
Dang.
Oh, dang.
I watched 12 movies since we've last recorded. I'll throw out some recommendations for you guys.
Right.
If you're into sports movies or into biopics, Air.
Biopics?
So, like, it's basically like true story movie that's based off of, like, an event, basically.
Okay.
So Air is about the Michael Jordan shoe.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
nice.
another one called it's Tetris. There's another one that's called Tetris.
Oh,
I've seen that.
Another one that came out. There's been a lot that have come out this year, and specifically with biopics. There's BlackBerry. It's about the BlackBerry phone.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
That one's actually supposed to be like one of the best one this year that's come out. There's a Cheetos movie that just came out.
Really?
What?
Are these all on Netflix? Or?
Cheetos is on Disney Plus, which is random.
Yeah.
Air is on Amazon Prime. I don't know where BlackBerry's at. And then Tetris is on Apple TV.
Do you have all of those?
I have Apple TV.
Apple TV, I use. Well, actually, I do have because we just got new phones.
Oh yeah.
You do get 3 months free of it.
Oh.
So you should watch Tetris. I definitely would recommend Tetris. That one's a really fun movie to watch. Air is definitely a really good movie too. It's got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon in it. And then what was the other one I said? Oh yeah, there's another one too, another biopic. But I can't remember what it's called. So that one, and then Mariella and I and Jordan, we went through and watched all the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans and then the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans.
Nice.
And after watching all of those, I can safely say that as far as my ranking for Spider-Mans go, like in general, it's Tom Holland that's first. Then it's Tobey Maguire and then Andrew Garfield for me. I don't know. Not the biggest fan of Andrew Garfield's portrayal of Spider-Man, which is a hot take because a lot of people say they're his favorite. Yeah. Although I will say the second movie is pretty good. There's a lot of really good stuff in that movie. And then movies I saw in theaters, The Flash was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. You'll hear a lot of...
Oh, you saw The Flash?
Mm-hmm. Nice. CGI's pretty bad. But it doesn't take away from the movie for me. Like, there's one part where he's running really fast and everything is slow around him, and there's like babies or whatever that you see, but they look like dolls.
They probably are.
Wow.
So I mean, right, they probably are, but they look like dolls. But it doesn't bother me because I was like, you know what, I can get away. I can like suspend my belief that these are supposed to be like actual babies. Like I'm imagining like if you're running super fast and you saw a baby like that, maybe he would look like a doll. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. And then I saw Asteroid City.
Oh, I want to.
Super good.
Hold on. Speaking of the Flash, I looked up like the Flash movie CGI, and it said according to the Flash's director, some of the DC movies terrible CGI.
Yeah.
may have actually been intentional.
Oh.
But despite being initially praised by critics on the route to release, one of the main 4 criticisms targeted at The Flash was its mediocre to awful CGI.
Yeah. So I did see that as far as like the director saying that it was supposed to be intentional, but maybe that's true, maybe that's not. I think it wasn't. I don't know. There was some. It didn't take away from my enjoyment of the movie. It's actually a surprisingly pretty funny movie.
That's good.
And the more interesting thing that I didn't realize, I was listening to a podcast and they were saying so. And I remember when this happened. The Flash TV show came out.
Mm-hmm.
I think like a week or so later. They announced the casting for the Flash movie 10 years ago. So the same time. So then the Flash TV show just ended, and then finally the Flash movie came out. Why it takes so long? Yeah. I kept getting like new writers, new directors. Jeez. Like it just kept getting delayed, and yeah. So it's kind of crazy that it took so long for the Flash movie to come out.
Yeah.
The other thing too is like the Flash. The movie was getting a lot of hype from people before the movie came out. Like Tom Cruise came out and was like, "Oh, this is the best superhero movie I've ever seen." Well, so like, it was getting a lot of hype, and maybe like it's like not its fault that it was getting that hype like from other people. But I mean, I didn't think it was super bad. But Asteroid City, super good.
Yeah,
saw it with Jordan and Sophie. Loved it. And the director, he also directed he's directed a lot of good movies, but he's the director of Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so movie. It has this very like how I've explained it, and maybe this is just his style, but it's like very chaotic energy type. Yeah. So that, and Steve Carell's in the movie.
Nice.
He's pretty funny. It's a really good movie though. I really liked it.
Dude, there are a ton of like famous people in this Flash movie. Does it have all the superheroes in it?
Yes.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, like Ben Affleck.
Not for super long though.
Henry Cavill, Nicolas Cage, George Clooney.
Spoilers.
Nicolas Cage.
Well, just look up the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asteroid City has a super stacked cast. But and then I watched a couple other movies. Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe. La La Land. I had already seen that movie, but I hadn't seen it since it came out. Really good movie. If you're gonna watch a musical, I think people. I don't know if people forget that it's a musical, but I never hear it talked about as a musical, and it is a musical. It's pretty good. Ryan Gosling, La La Land.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's pretty good.
I think I started it once, and I was like, this is not what I thought it was.
Yeah.
So I turned it off. But I have wanted to see it, so maybe I'll give it a chance.
And then I watched Lightyear the other day.
Oh, yeah.
That's
never interested me. I'm like, no. I don't want this to ruin my childhood.
It doesn't ruin your childhood, but it's definitely just like, it was stupid. I don't know why they made that movie. And to also have Chris Evans be the voice actor of Buzz Lightyear just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, watch some pretty good movies. I think of all the movies, I'd recommend Air and Asteroid City for sure.
I want to see Asteroid City.
And then the other thing I was going to ask you guys, are you going to go see Barbie?
Probably not.
I have never wanted to since I've seen previews, but also I've heard some stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, it might be interesting.
Yeah. I know a ton of people who want to see the movie. I definitely will go see it for sure.
I think Celine is going to go see it. I don't know if I want to go see it, though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's interesting to me.
Yeah, well, it comes out the same day as the other Christopher Nolan movie, the Oppenheimer movie.
Oh, actually, I do want to see that.
That I do want to see. It is a 3-hour movie, though.
Jeez.
So
that's fine.
Yeah. But that also goes in the same, like, us talking about movies. I do want to see Sound of Freedom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch it today.
Yeah. I've heard some conspiracy theories about it, though. Like, there's a lot of, like, news articles like coming out about it, like, talking against the movie. And it's like, oh, this is kind of suspicious that you guys are talking against a movie about.
Yeah, why would anybody talk against a movie that's, like, against human trafficking?
Yeah.
It's like when you see something on Instagram and they put the tag on it that, like, this might not be true. It's like, it clearly is.
Yeah.
I think if you're saying that, it's pretty obviously true.
Yeah, it's wild.
So, but I told Giuliano I have seen 48 movies this year.
Jeez.
So
that's wild. It's a lot of movies.
A lot of movies.
See 100 by the end of the year.
That's think like one per day.
It's close.
Just kidding.
Not at all.
Not at all. It's definitely one a week.
That's like 3 a week.
What? Yeah, about.
Yeah.
I could see. I think I could look at my stats and see, but I definitely want to get to 100.
Yeah, you can.
You're
on track.
I'll definitely be watching movies on the airplane.
48.
Yeah. We're a little over halfway through the year.
He would be 4 shy.
Yeah, so you got to catch up. So you leave tomorrow for Orlando,
and
you come back Friday or Saturday.
Sunday.
Wow,
that's cool.
Look at you.
I know.
We'll talk about that on the next podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about Orlando. You can talk about because you're traveling
this
week.
We'll just like work, golf, and more golf probably, and hopefully movies.
Oh yeah. So you have like upcoming this week. You have like what, Orlando, and anything else going on? Going to Disney World or whatever?
Disney World is in Orlando, so that I'll probably do some Top Golf too while we're in Orlando.
Nice.
See, that's the golf that I'll do is Top Golf.
Yes. I want to go to Top Golf again now that the first time I went, it was like my first time like trying to hold a club right and all that. Because I think we had gone once last year. I don't even know where we went.
We were in Omaha when we went.
Yeah, but it was like last summer we went golfing once, and then we went to Top Golf, and Isaiah was like, actually he wasn't there. Someone, was he?
No, Isaiah wasn't there.
Someone, maybe
Jose
you
Nevada.
did. Yeah, someone told me like this is how you're supposed to hold a club, and I was like, this just feels so weird, like I'm not going to.
Oh yeah.
But then my wrist right here felt so like.
Just off. Or whatever.
And like it was scabbing or whatever, I don't know.
Dang.
And so I was like, all right, so now I hold it right and don't have that problem. So
nice.
you gotta trust it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to go to Top Golf again because I'm like, now I can hit a ball like good, especially if it's off a mat or off a tee.
Yeah.
For
some reason, Top Golf, you just hit better there. I don't know what it is.
Probably because you're up a level and you're on the mat.
And it just you just play better there. I don't know.
I think for some reason, though, when we first went to Top Golf, I forgot that you actually have to know how to play golf to like be good at it.
Yeah.
So we went, I was like, wait. I don't even know how to really golf.
Dude,
so
I was
it's
just
like
bombing drives at Top Golf, and then I go and play, and I'm like, man, I can't hit anything.
Can we play a round at Top Golf?
Yeah. That'd be funny.
They have one in Seattle.
They also have one in
Renton or wherever it is.
Yeah, it's like Renton.
Yeah.
North. They also had one in Boise, so if we were going down for Isaiah's graduation, I really wanted to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Jordan's gone there when he works.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's gone plenty of times, so.
Anyway,
but Top Golf,
what do you got coming up?
Just work. I don't know about anything else, to be honest. Hopefully I'll launch our social media soon. It's a little tough because I'm out of town this week. I wanted to do it tomorrow, but I think it'll still happen before the next episode comes out. So this comes out a week from when we're recording.
Okay.
And I think by then...
Yeah, we should figure out like the definite name for the podcast.
We should by then.
Yeah.
We absolutely should.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll get on Threads.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. I don't know if I'll get on it. I don't think I will.
So yeah, I had no idea this was happening, and I just saw someone, Jake Triplet, posted on his Instagram story a thread. I was like, what is this? And then I like open in Threads, and then it's like, I download it. I'm like, I'm just gonna see, like, I don't know if I'll keep it, but I'll download it. And then it's like, log in with your Instagram, and then I'm like, so this is just Twitter. This is Twitter by the other side.
Yeah.
And then like that's literally my like bio on Threads is like, is this just a screw Twitter thing? And like everyone, I think my first one was I've never blindly followed something more in my life.
That's so funny.
I just jumped on it. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And someone posted, they're like, something like, we're like, everyone's just jumping on this trend because like it might blow up and who knows, it might not.
Yeah.
We're just doing it.
Who knows? Yeah, that'll be fun to talk about.
It's interesting, yeah.
Let's see. I think I just got work coming up. I'm gonna house sit for my parents for a while, for a month or so.
How's the house hunting going?
It's slow.
They're live. They're out there. They're hunting people.
There's not a ton of options because we like have an FHA loan or whatever, and our realtor was like, if you guys go the conventional route, then a lot more will like open up for you and stuff. So we're trying to do that instead of going FHA. But
stands for
first time home buyers. I don't know. First
time home buyers.
First time home buyers. I don't know. I don't know what FHA stands for, but it's the first time home buyers loan.
First time home buyers association.
Maybe.
First time home buyers. First time's one word.
Ayers. Yeah. Anyway, so
cool.
Hopefully by the next podcast we'll have a house.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be really cool. But yeah, so going through that process, and then house sitting for my parents. Yeah, we move out. We're supposed to be in my parents' house like Tuesday, and have nothing packed. Oh, but we have the whole month of July to unpack or pack up the house and and stuff, and then working. Something like way in the future in October, there's a golfing thing, the Drew Jug, which I'm gonna do. It's
nice.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know if it's
for
a tournament.
Birthday?
I think so. I think that's what it is. But it's just golfing at Circling Raven Golf Course, which is like a nice golf course near the Coeur d'Alene Casino, I think.
Okay.
And
yeah, you're right.
It's pretty fun. But yeah, so all of my efforts and training this summer is going towards that tournament or whatever, and so it'll be fun. I mean, I'm sure I'll do horrible compared to everybody else, but
if you do good for yourself though,
that's good. That's what counts.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that'll be fun. But just working and stuff.
Working for me. I'm excited to get my first prevailing paycheck.
Oh, that'll be nice, dude. That'll be pretty
especially cool. Like I get paid for my old job tomorrow, and then like 2 weeks after that will be my first prevailing for the new job. So very excited to be making that money.
Yeah. Prevailing wage is nice.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, if anybody doesn't know what prevailing wage is, it's, I looked it up. It says, if most of the workers in a trade or occupation get the same wage for a specific work, that rate becomes the prevailing wage. But if there's different wage rates, the average wage is calculated. But, like, that's, I think what it is like, you get paid, like, way higher than you normally would.
It's like, old prevailing right now is like 46 an hour.
Nice.
New prevailing, I think it's 51 something, 52.
Yeah. So it's like a pretty high wage.
And it's any jobs like for the state.
Yeah.
So any of this new school is prevailing, like anything for the government, like courtrooms and all that.
Libraries.
Yeah. We were at the one for the school, and like I'm walking through the hallways and there's like toilets and all that, and I was like, I recognize like some of the stuff. And I told my brother, I'm like, it's weird because like last week I was pulling orders for like these types of jobs, like 30 toilets for a new apartment or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And now I am at the job site doing something completely different.
That's funny.
And he was talking, he's like, yeah, plumbers make a lot, like their prevailing's like 80.
Dude, yeah,
like,
plumbers prevailing wage is wild. I can't wait till I get put on a job that's prevailing wage.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He asked if you do, and I was like, I don't think so. I was like, he's doing new apartments now. And
yeah. But I'm sure one day.
We'll get there.
Yeah. One day soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Dang.
But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, next time we record, we'll have our official name.
Yeah.
And we'll have social medias, and we'll be all over.
Yeah.
You'll see us on billboards in New York.
Yeah. We'll be up there. I mean, try and jump on the train now if you can. Limited spots.
Yeah, catch us early. I mean, you don't want to be late to this train.
No way.
When we're good golfers and
I mean, we're about to go pro, really.
We're not even going to know you by name next time.
It'll be so, I mean, don't even come up to me and talk to me, because, like, I don't have time.
Oh, man. Yeah. All right. I think that's all. Anything else?
No, I just checked in my flight, so that's why I was
okay,
silent.
cool.
Oh, nice.
Good. Sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Goodbye.
See you.
Bye.